It's time for baseball on MLB. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Liner towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
Boy, that's a bullet right there. You're thinking this is extra bases off the bat, but a terrific play by the outfielder.
Yeah, and I thought he was hanging out watching himself and digging what he had just done, but that's not the case. He was busting it out of the box. Nice play by the defender to get that ball in, hold him to a single.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. At the plate, DJ LeMahieu. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And another foul ball. Ready with the 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with the purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, Dero. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Now, meanwhile, this is going to be extra bases, and it's going to do some damage. 1 run is scored as he arrives at second without a play as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Struck him out, and now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Into the box for his first at-bat in this one, Luke Voigt. And the confidence might be wavering at the moment. The last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him. Fisher will get there, and he puts it away. Digging in, Kevin Biggio. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Big rip at the curveball, but he comes up empty, and it's even at 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. Set to get his day started, Bo Bichette. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting 4.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. The 1-1 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Grounded down the third baseline. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to hunt. Now to the plate, Aaron Hicks. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the Yankees have dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Now striding into the box, Gio Urshela. He reached on a single in his first try. 2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Last half of the second set to go, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The Yankees had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
This one isn't in the books yet, but when you're going for the sweep and you have a nice lead like they do early on here, things are looking awfully good for the sweep department.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And right into the shift. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Gio, on a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Stanton has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring in Danny Jansen. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Grichuk is off at first with 2 away. Lays off 2-2 now.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stanton has a read on it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for. Into the box now, Thairo Estrada. He flew out in his last at-bat. Weak grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So striding in, DJ LeMahieu. He singled his last time up. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in to try it again, Aaron Judge. He drew a walk his first time up. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway, out to deep center. Going back is Fisher. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Stepping up to the plate, Brendan Drury, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. To 2-2 now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Stanton at the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall, and the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double.
The batter, number 8.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall in left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone. Bo Bichette will be next. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
1-2 now. Here's a look over to first, and a dive, but he's back. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And the runner back safely. And it's a full count, 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
And a curveball here. Good pitch, but a better take, and it's to 2-1 now.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
And that's through, a base hit. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
Well, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Hero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in. Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. First and second now, 1 man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
Standing in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another one sent foul. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. So stepping in, Rendell Gritchick, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Next to the Blue Jays.
Stepping into the box, Derek Fisher. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
All even now, 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Stanton retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. The sight. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Now in the box, Luke Voigt will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone. A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him as the Blue Jays have taken a 3-2 lead.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Stepping in now, Brandon Drury. Swing and a liner. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. He'll get it into second. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over it, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Playing 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. The 2-1 home. In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Hit in the air to straightaway center. After it is Hicks. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. A run for the Jays on the solo home. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline. Far too often, they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
And he pops it up, and that's in there, base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Another 1-2 delivery. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Line to the right side. And this will be a base hit as the runner will come in to score from third. And we are tied at 3 apiece.
Hey, D-Row, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. Jay Happ, the 6'5" left-hander, takes over on the mound now. The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. On the ground to third. He's got it. On to first, and Happ's rolling now, 2 away. Stepping in for the Jays, Randall Grichuk. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled away. The 2-2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Back goes Stanton. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Randall Grichuk leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 10 for him on the year as they take the lead 4-3.
Swing right there. You never know when that huge moment's going to come in the game. I know there's a little bit left in this one, but certainly they got to feel good about themselves.
Hey, anytime you could put some points on the board, we're not sure if this is going to be the difference in the game or not, but certainly when you get a big swing like that, I think the fellas in the dugout feel a lot happier about the way this one's going to turn out at the end.
Standing in now, Derek Fisher. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Stanton on the run. He's there to make the play. A run for the Jays on the solo homer. Digging in, Aaron Judge. He's set to start it out for the Yanks here in the 6th. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Up next is Danny Jansen. In past meetings with J-Happ, he's hitting .429. 2 of those hits were for home runs. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Hicks is after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Brandon Drury will bat next. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2.
4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now at the plate, Kevin Biggio. He went down on strikes last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Taking it in there is Hicks for the final out of the inning. Blue Jays ready for another shot now. Luke Voit. No hits to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. 1 gone here in the Yankee 7th, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. And that's the second out. Digging in and looking for more, Kyle Higashioka. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and striding forward the designated hitter, Bo Bichette. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. The 2-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one on to first, and they turn the double play. So base is empty now after the double play. And next it'll be the outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Popped up. Voit is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Into the box, Gio Urshela. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. At the plate, Thairo Estrada. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Swing and a line drive. But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
The second baseman.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes Fisher, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Here's big Aaron Judge. Fourth trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
And it's full now, 3-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Well, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Jordan Romano enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Playing 12. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will bounce over the wall out there, and that's going to keep this a tie ball game as that go-ahead run will need to stop over at third. Giancarlo Stanton now. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of...
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
1-1. Here it is. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. The throw is high and offline as they've taken the lead by a run. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Hicks. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Thomas Pannone answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam but needs just 1 out to get out of it. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. 3-2 to the Yankees center fielder.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid. Chad Green is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The Yanks leading by the slimmest of margins late in this one and trying to hang on and earn the series sweep.
One of the keys if you want to sweep a team is you're going to have to get some big outs in that 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. They're leading by a run as we're going towards the end of this game. Now it's time for the pitching staff to put this one under wraps.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. The 2-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
A full count, 3-2 to Randal Grichuk.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Danny Jansen would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the 3-2 pitch is in there. A called strike 3. All set for the start of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Takes this the other way to right, and there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the ninth.
Now batting, third baseman.
At the plate, Gio Urshela. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You've got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
The 1-2. A little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side.
Your attention, please.
So with the save situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left-hander, Aroldis Chapman. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Chapman has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level, and in that time he's allowed just barely over a base runner per inning, which of course is very good. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So coming to the plate, Brandon Drury. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And he misses again. Ball 3. And a left-handed batter waiting on deck, though there's a good shot he might get pulled back. And he lays off. Ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Next to bat for Toronto, Cavan Biggio. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. To second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Bo Bichette. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And look out as that one ran in and got him. So a big spot here, and stepping in, Lourdes Gurriel. And the game is on the line. The tying and winning runs on base with 2 gone in the bottom of the ninth. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Final strike for the Blue Jays. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
First for the victorious Blue Jays, 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Yankees, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 32 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.